Hey guys, it's Katrina from these-radiant-shadows.tumblr.com, and also I'm one of the co-owners of Life as a Self-Harmer, and um some of you might not know me. Most of you probably do if you're watching this, and I just want to show you something I've learned over the years. But first of all, to see, I don't know if you can even see it on the shitty camera, but these are just some of my scars. They're kind of raised. I wish I had better lighting in here. Yeah, you can see them now. I have more of them that are harder to see. There's like hundreds of them on here actually. And if the lighting was better, you could see them maybe, but as it is, not really. So I started with self-harm when I was really young. I don't even actually remember exactly what age I started at, which is pretty bad. I mean, seriously. But the first time I wanted to quit was about. I know it was cutting by the time I was 11, and I was diagnosed with depression by the time I was 10. And 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade was miserable. The 9th grade, it got a little better. I didn't cut much that year, but I did cut quite a bit. I mean, I did cut a bit. Like, I didn't stop. It was pretty happy, but, once you have an addiction, you can't really just drop everything because your life gets better. It takes more progress than that. So, then 10th grade, everything went straight to hell. And 11th grade wasn't much better, even though I swore it would be. Now I'm in 12th grade, and oh god, it took a while, but here I am. And I can honestly say that while at first I wouldn't admit it, a lot of the reasons for why my depression was genetic, partially, but a lot of it was from bullying, and I was bullied since I was 5 years old. And I truly believe that mental illness is called a mental illness for a reason. Depression is like a disease. It's a disease of the mind, the emotions. It's like a cancer. It eats away your will to live. It eats away your hope. It eats away. It multiplies the bad things like a cancerous tumor, and if the good things are white blood cells, yeah, those don't work too well. Because everything becomes bad, everything multiplies, everything is just raging out of control in your body, in your mind, and your emotional state is just hellish. And that's what depression is. It's a cancer of your emotions, and it takes away your passion, it takes away your hobbies, and what kills people isn't really suicide. I mean, it is really suicide, but suicide isn't a result of wanting to die. It's a result of not remembering how to feel alive. And once you get to that point, it's hard to go back. But I can honestly tell you, I've been to that point. I've been to the point where I thought I could never feel alive again. I've been to the point where I've sliced my skin open. I've been to the point where I've swallowed tons of pills. I've been to that point, and I've been there several times, and I've made it back. The first time I tried to quit was in April of 2011, and now it's December of 2012, and I'm about 6 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days clean, and I'm really proud of that. And I have my ups and downs still, and sometimes I do want to cut. Sometimes I do feel depressed. Sometimes I'm like, oh god, I should just die. And you know what? That's my old self speaking. That's the old. That's the Cancer speaking. That's not me. That's not my emotions. That's something else. And now I know I know all these different coping methods. I know all these different ways that I can deal with the pain I feel from on a day-to-day basis. And even if I feel like I've lost hope, like I want to break down, I want to cut again, I want to die, I go back and I look at these coping methods, and now I can use them. And maybe someday I'll go into, like, I mean, I may be in remission now, but, maybe someday it will get worse again. But I will never get as bad as it was before, and I will never let it tear me down. And no one ever has to let it tear them down. Because unlike physical cancer of the body, this depression, this emotional cancer, is something that you can treat on your own. Something that we know. Well, we don't know a cure for, but we know how to weather it out. We know that there's something we can do about it. You find support. You find a way to feel less alone. You find friends, even if they're just on the internet. You are not alone in this fight. You are never alone. Not in your suffering, not in your happiness. And you are only isolated if you isolate yourself. So, what I'm trying to say is, I survived, and I'm nothing special, so if I can survive, you can too. That's all I got. Stay strong, stay wonderful, and bye.